Hey everybody, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here. And what would it mean for your business if you could target potential clients who are actively discussing their need for your services in their day-to-day conversations? No, it's not a Black Mirror episode, it's voice data, and CMG has the capabilities to use it to your business advantage. Now, that quote is from the marketing team of media giant Cox Media Group, or CMG. Now, CMG is claiming that they have the capability to listen to ambient conversations of consumers through embedded microphones in smartphones, smart TVs, and other devices to gather data and use it to target ads. That's according to a review of CMG marketing materials by 404 Media and the details from a pitch given to an outside marketing professional. Now, this is called active listening. And CMG claims that the capability basically can identify potential customers, quote, based on casual conversations in real time, end quote. Now, the above comes from Joseph Cox of 404 Media, and this is an important message to convey to the general public who thinks that this has been happening for years, although I do disagree with Mr. Cox in his article that until now we've had no evidence. We've actually had this for a while, and let me break this down for you because I think this is so unbelievably important to understand that when we've got basically CMG, Cox Media Group, marketing to say we will listen in to figure out when, your potential customer is talking about a service you can provide them and then advertise to them, we've got a serious problem on our hands, but this is not the first time. Now, if you're a longtime listener or follower of mine, you know that I basically travel literally all over the globe and get on stage and speak to audiences of from small to massive regarding cybersecurity, privacy, all those different kinds of things. And I oftentimes get the question from audience members, well, I think, I think my phone is spying on me. I think Facebook is spying on me because, I'm talking about, I don't know, Ford cars, and suddenly I'm getting advertisements for Ford cars. It really seems good. Now, a lot of that, interestingly enough, is due to the algorithms that Facebook has, and their algorithms are excellent at finding things you like and marketing to you. But Facebook themselves, from what we know, is not turning on your microphone and listening in the conventional sense. Now, Facebook has what's called an SDK, or software development kit, and app makers and websites from basically around the entire globe, and we are talking about millions of them, integrate Facebook's SDK into their systems, so they essentially know how you work, and Facebook basically gives them money. This is a profit center. Google does it as well. Amazon does it as well. But we're going to stick with Facebook for a moment. So there was, about 5 years ago, basically an advertising platform that had an app that if you had this app installed in your phone, essentially what it would do is turn on your microphone periodically to listen, specifically to try to hear what TV, movies, or music you were listening to, and essentially therefore attempt to advertise for you. Facebook was also hoovering up this data and then basically giving you ads for that. So if you're watching, I don't know, Saving Private Ryan, first movie that came to my head because I just recently saw it, you'd start getting advertisements for other World War II movies. You start listening to Metallica, you start getting advertisements for Metallica tickets and Metallica merchandise, etc., etc. This has been pretty widespread, and it's been caught before. On top of it, we have IoT devices because they're also claiming smart devices like smart TVs and other devices can listen in. And yes, think about the Amazon Echo. Think about basically Siri on your iPhone or OK Google on your Google Android. These are things that essentially have to listen constantly to hear trigger words, meaning they are always listening. Now the question is, are they recording? Well, in the case of Amazon Echo a few years ago, there was a woman in Portland that was talking with her husband, and they got a frantic call from one of the husband's employees in another city that said, unplug your Amazon Echo. It is basically spying on you. They said, what do you mean? He said, I just received an audio recording from it of basically the conversation you're having. She said, no, you didn't. He said, you're talking about hardwood floors. She said, oh my God, unplugged her Echo and called Amazon. And Amazon, and their basically traditional fashion, said, oh, we know what the problem is. Didn't say anything about it. And that was it. So she went to her local news affiliate, I believe it was in Portland, NBC in Portland. They broke the story, and Amazon had to come out and say, essentially, they issued a series of trigger words in their conversation that basically told the Amazon Echo to record, to save, to select a recipient, to send a message, and then confirm it. I did a complete video series on that with one of my demo units, Amazon Echo, on how that's virtually impossible, and statistically, it's highly, highly improbable. There are more stars in the sky than that key trigger word over and over and over and over. We also have a lot of videos of people basically putting out, oh my God, this is what Amazon has been recording on me, and I was able to find it on their website, and it's constantly running. Not to mention, basically, cybersecurity developers for this have been able to create things like calculator skills or apps, as they're known for the Amazon Echo, and basically put them out there, allowing this app to record while the ring is off, so it looks like it's not recording, and then send that back. You can watch videos of that as well. On top of it, we've got other software development kits. Look at Google. Google was caught a few years back as well, basically having a Chrome browser extension that was continuously turning on your microphone and listening in. So these things have been happening for quite some time, and we've had the evidence for years, but quite frankly, it's something that we are simply accepting. And it's something I think that we really need to understand, that as we have smart gadgets in our life, as we are using, smart watches and smartphones and saying trigger words, these things have to constantly listen. Think about the Amazon Echoes in your home. Think about arguing with your spouse. Think about having intimate moments with your spouse and everything in between. Think about your kids and the privacy for those that are under the age of 18. This is a constant problem, a continuous problem. And now it's getting so blatant that one of the largest, basically, internet service providers and media groups in the United States can sit here and basically advertise to you saying, yeah, we will listen in on people to basically target them. So when you own that Ford dealership and they're talking about wanting to get the new Mustang or Bronco or something like that, where are they going? They're going to get pushed right to you. And corporations are paying for that privilege. It's the same with driverless cars and the amount of data that they collect. There's video data on you. And when they are actually fully autonomous, and they are not right now, I'm sorry, Elon Musk, they're simply not, they're also going to pay for that privilege, because they are going to know your habits. Let's say you like going to that local retail store, Target, Best Buy, take your pick. Well, guess what happens when you're rolling by that Target or that Best Buy in the future? Your car will say, tap here for a 5% off coupon if you stop at Target today, or Best Buy, or any one of them, and they will pay for that privilege. We are the most data-mined people in the history of people, and it's something that we need to be aware of, and it's something that we really need to stop. And so, by virtue of that, we need good laws, but it's a shared responsibility. If you basically have these devices in your home and you're not using them, why plug them in? Why keep them on, I should say. That's the better way to say it. Why keep them on? Why put one of these things in your bedroom when it can literally hear everything going on? Because it has to. So, food for thought. Love to hear your thoughts on this, but you can't say you haven't been told. And here we are, data mined every day. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP, where they're listening. Same with YouTube, I'm sure, in some way, shape, or form, where you can subscribe to me. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and just please attempt to stay private. Thanks, everybody.